replace the headers on this bike. I'm not gonna go in depth, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. So the first thing we gotta do is take off both of these side fairings. I'm not gonna show you how to do that. Pretty much self-explanatory. Got both of the side fairings off. Sitting up against the house. Since this is the highest spot, I'm gonna drain the radiator coolant from this hose and let that drain out. Then I'm gonna go to the bottom and let that drain out more. Before I drain this coolant, I'm gonna start taking this exhaust apart. So I'm just skipping through now. I'm gonna try and go ahead and crack some of these loose. I know I'm not gonna be able to get to many on that side because the radiator fan is in the way, but I want to crack some of these loose while it's still hot, but it's manageable. So I got the coolant drain. I only took off this upper radiator hose and the lower radiator hose on the other side. Disconnected the fan switch. You got one bolt down here holding in between the exhaust on a radiator, and you got a bolt at the top here and one on the other side, and that's really hanging. Now I'm gonna go ahead and break this side. Well, you can't really see, but I'm gonna go ahead and break this side of the exhaust loose because I can get my hands in there and hopefully we can get it freed out without having to drop everything else. So I just got all the bolts out of the exhaust, and with this system it makes it so much easier when you got two separate headers on this side that can come out, two on that side that just come out like butter. You got your little small mid pipe, and then you got your exhaust and your intermediate pipe. So that make a big difference. Some exhaust isn't all like that. That may be all in one, including this mid pipe. That may be all in one. But these came out like butter. And as you see, all I did was the upper radiator hose, lower radiator hose, disconnected the fan so this can come down. And I was able to get my hands up in there, break all of them loose. Like I said, also I did it while it was slightly hot, but manageable, so it can come out the hose. So now we just gotta put this shit on. This is what he want. I told him this pipe has been gutted. Somebody cut it open, pulled all the shit out of it, and these are voodoos, but these are voodoo tips. There's no baffle in there. So I told him these are going to be extremely loud. I'm not responsible for back pressure, any type of seals leaking, valve cover seals or whatever, because loss of back pressure. But now we're about to see if this can slide up in there. If these can't slide up in there, I may have to take more stuff off. Because like I said, these ones over here are split. So that make it a lot easier. But like I said, this isn't really a how-to. This is just me showing you, flying through it, little steps and tricks of what I'm doing to get it up there. Plus I'm racing against time because I told him I'll get it done today. So let me try and get this pipe up in there.
I was in Canada vacationing. I saw what the traffic is like.
So I got the exhaust up, but it was tricky.
Going into Toronto, man, like going into New York.
So I had to take out that middle bracket that hold up the oil cooler.
I'll see you in the morning or something.
And I had to take out the lower oil cooler line. I'm upset because I kicked the bucket and spilled some of the oil out. But I had to take out this lower oil cooler line because there was no way this pipe was going to fit in between. Like I said, the other ones was a two-piece, plus they can twist. These are solid. These can't twist. So I had to take out that. But I do got some oil to replace for the oil cooler. Now I can start getting the that bracket back up. Get the oil cooler and radiator bolted back up. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was talking to my neighbor. But I got the exhaust fully bolted up. I put the, hold on. Got a little bracket in the middle, similar to this one. There's one below it. I put that one back on because I couldn't get the exhaust up, like I was saying. Got the oil cooler line on. Now I just gotta raise the radiator up, get the bottom up and into that hole, and the two top mounting tabs. One go here and one go on the opposite side on the other side. Then we can go ahead and plug up the coolant hoses, plug up the fan switch, and top off the fluids, put the fairings back on. So I'm gonna get this radiator up now. So I couldn't beat time. It got dark on me, but I got everything back together. Like I said, I had to take one of the oil cooler lines. I had it draining, and when I walked around this side, I kicked it, dumped some of the fluid on the ground. But I topped off the oil. Radiator topped off, and this is what the exhaust looked like. You know, it's not the best quality because this is my cell phone, but that actually looked better with that light off.
It went off by itself.
You unplugged it, that's why. That did that to me. I topped the fluids off. I just got to start it and see if anything leaks. This is what it sounds like. I tried spraying certain stuff down with brake clean and wiping it down with a towel. So I'm going to let it get up to operating temperature before I put these fairings on, because I hate to have something leaking. You got to pull everything back off. Definitely a lot louder. I'll bring you back when I get it all back together, because all I got to do is put the fairings on. So I'm all done with the bike. I got it back together. That's what it should look like. And that's it. That's where the exhaust sit. Like I said, that's what the customer wanted. I tried to tell him. He insisted I do it. I said, okay. That's the exhaust that came off. And we couldn't put the belly pan back on because the way the way the exhaust sit, it's like that on both sides. Come on, focus, baby. So other than that, my bike, I ain't got a belly pan either. So now you move this phone two inches, is the thing go out of focus. You got a stretch on his too. You're a lot further than I am. This bike sit higher. I lowered mine, obviously, because I'm a shorter rider. I'm only 5'3". But yep, that's it. 2 Gym 1s. Mine's back there. His here. Alright. I'll see you on the next video.
That's the damn light on, man. Ain't even do much.
Please be careful on that tire. Tried to tell them. They don't listen.